In 20 years of honest living in America, I paid more in taxes than my fraudulent neighbor received in government benefits in a single year. And you know what? The system thinks that's fair. This is my story of how the American dream became the American nightmare. My name is Alejandro. In 1999, I came to the US with my wife, Elena, and our 6-year-old son, Diego, on a work visa. I believed in the American dream. I believed that if you work honestly, follow the laws, and pay your taxes, the system would be fair. We settled in a small neighborhood in California. The house next door was rented out by a woman named Maria, a Mexican woman in her 30s with 3 children. From day one, she made it clear to me, "You're too honest, Alejandro." In America, honesty is a luxury for the rich. I didn't understand what she meant. I worked construction, Elena cleaned offices. We filed for our green card and waited patiently. "The process will take 10 to 12 years, our immigration lawyer told us. We were prepared to wait. 2001, the first blow. Elena was diagnosed with diabetes. Insulin without insurance cost a quarter of my salary. We couldn't get Medicaid because we were in process. Not citizens, but not illegal either. I watched my wife split her pills in half to make them last a month. Meanwhile, Maria complained to me, "I have to go to the doctor again. I'm so tired of this free healthcare." "Free?" I was surprised. "I have a card," she winked. "You know, if you fill out the paperwork right, you can get a lot." 2003, tax reality. Every April I filed my tax return. ITIN number, honestly reporting every dollar. Over 4 years we paid more than $30,000 in taxes. Refund? $200 maximum. Child tax credit? Not for us. Maria laughed at my tax folders. "Why do you torture yourself?" "I work at my cousin's restaurant, cash only, no taxes, no problems. And I get assistance as a struggling single mother with multiple kids." "But that's dishonest," I protested. "Alejandro dear," she smiled condescendingly. "Honesty is something the rich invented for the poor. While you play by the rules, smart people work around them." 2006, educational injustice. Diego was 13, a straight-A student. His teacher said, "Your son is very gifted. He should go to Stanford." I researched aid programs. We earned too much for assistance for the poor, but too little for private education. Meanwhile, Maria's children got free lunches, textbooks, even special scholarships for immigrant children in difficult situations. "How do they manage that?" I asked her once. "Paperwork, Alejandro. It's all about how you present yourself to the system," she replied with that same mysterious smile. 2007 to 2010. Dangerous neighbors. Strange people started coming to Maria's house. Young men without families, driving expensive cars but with no jobs. They brought documents, paid cash, left with new papers. The neighborhood became dangerous. Theft, graffiti. Diego stopped playing outside. "What kind of people are visiting you?" I asked Maria. "Clients," she answered calmly. "I help people resolve document issues for a small fee." I understood. Maria wasn't just scamming the system. She was selling that scam. 2011, the revelation. One evening I went out to take out the trash and overheard Maria talking on the phone in her yard. "Yeah, I'm not the only one. I get $800 in food stamps for a family of 6. Never mind that there are only 4 of us. I sell the rest for half price. Plus, Section 8 pays $1,500 for rent, but the actual rent is $800. The landlord and I split the difference. Medicaid covers everything, plus WIC for the little ones." I stood in shock. She was getting more from the government than I earned through honest work. At a family barbecue where both our families were present, I couldn't hold back. "Maria, what you're doing is theft." She looked at me with pity. "Alejandro, you still don't get it. The system isn't designed for honest fools like you. It's designed for those who know how to use it. Your wife rationing medicine. Your son can't afford college. Those are your problems. I'm providing my family with a better life. What happens when they catch you?" "Who's going to catch me?" She laughed. "Social services are overwhelmed. Caseworkers get paid for checking boxes, not for investigations. Plus, I have the right documents from the right people. 2012. The cost of honesty. Elena developed diabetic complications, retinopathy. She needed surgery. We took out a loan against our house. Diego enrolled in a state college with student loans. Not the Stanford of his dreams, but something. Meanwhile, Maria was buying a new car. Tax refund, someone from our mutual friends mentioned. What refund if she doesn't pay taxes? 2013 to 2018. Slow victory. Our green card finally arrived. We began the citizenship process, another 5 years of waiting. Maria suddenly became nervous. Some audits, questions, paperwork. Times are changing, she said. 2018. Disappearance. One morning, Maria's house was empty. She vanished overnight with her children. Maria had played with fire too long. The system she had so cleverly exploited finally caught up. Police agents questioned me and our mutual friends. During that period, I was terrified that my association with her would become an obstacle to obtaining our citizenship, and possibly our process was delayed a bit because of her. 2019. Our citizenship. We became American citizens, 20 years of honest work. Diego graduated college with honors but with debt. Elena managed her diabetes but partially lost her vision. I have arthritis from years of hard labor, but our documents are clean, our conscience is clear. 2024, shocking discovery. I'm watching news about anti-deportation protests. Suddenly I see a face that looks very much like Maria's son. It might have been Miguel, Maria's youngest son. Now he's in his 30s. He stands in the square, waving a Mexican flag, shouting about system injustice. The irony broke my heart. A mother who spent years deceiving this system taught her children to hate it. They waved the flag of a country Maria was so afraid to return to that she built an entire empire of lies. They scream about injustice, not knowing their mother was part of that injustice. They demand the right to stay in a country their mother used as a cash cow. The final truth. Today, I understand both sides. I understand the anger of Americans who see protesters with foreign flags and think, all immigrants are like this. But I also understand that the system is indeed broken. It punishes honest people like us and rewards fraudsters like Maria. The news says immigrants are a burden on the budget. But they don't say that honest immigrants, like my family, contributed to that budget for years, getting crumbs in return. Maria was right about one thing: the system is designed for those who know how to use it. But she was wrong about another. Sooner or later, truth always wins. And now her children protest against the consequences of her crimes, not even suspecting it. And me? I'm proud that I took the honest path. My American passport is clean. My conscience is clear. And my son works at Google, not standing in a square with someone else's flag. Because honesty isn't a luxury for the rich. It's the foundation for the strong.